Hi. You have to excuse my hair. It's looking kind of crazy. Um, yeah, so this is my day off. And it's also a hair wash day, so I need to do that later on. But anyways, I just wanted to highlight some of the healthy food items I have in the kitchen right now. Been kind of going back and forth on this fitness journey. I'm at a point now where I found something that works, but I just need to work it. It will work, but you have to work it. It's called E2M. And it's mostly, eating whole foods and intermittent fasting. I was on it previously and I lost a good amount of weight, maybe 25 pounds on it in a couple of months. So basically, I'm trying to incorporate that back into my life with my new schedule, my work schedule, um, doing this new internet journey of cooking and being online and stuff. So it's a lot to handle right now. But I know that my health is important. So these are just a few items that I have. I don't know if you can see them, but I've got some eggs, got a rotisserie chicken, got some pink salmon boneless fillets. They're wild caught, not farm raised. And I have some boneless pork chops. Sometimes I will get the boneless country style ribs, and I'll cut those up, and I'll make burnt ends in the air fryer with some good sugar-free barbecue sauce. So those are pretty good. But also right here, I have some vegetables. Got some celery, a cucumber, some, just a plethora of things. Okay, so these are a few of the healthy items I still have in the fridge. These are things that I usually keep in here on a regular basis, like celery, onion. I like green onion, purple onion. Got some bell pepper in here. These are really good bases for different soups and stews. Or any type of casserole dish you might want to do. I have some cabbage left over that my mom gave me, so I might cut this up and fry it or braise it with some peppers and onions. I have some tomatoes, some vine ripe tomatoes that I got on sale at Harris Teeter the other day. These are really good, and I also have a few of these grape tomatoes still left in here. Beautiful red color. So I'm going to do something with those, finish those up. Got a cucumber. I really like these in my salad. And so here I have some green leaf lettuce that I have left over. I had bought some romaine and I finished that up. I had gotten into the habit of just doing bagged salad, and I just really didn't like how it smelled when I opened it. So I said, let me go back to the natural way of making salads and just buy my lettuce whole. And, it's healthier and it's also a lot cheaper. So yeah. Oh, I also have some blood oranges in here. The diet that I'm trying to follow right now, it does allow me to have fruit. So I try to stay away from the real sugary ones. So I usually go with the citrus fruit. I like oranges, grapefruit. I haven't had apples in about, oh my God, almost a year. So I don't know. I just kind of stick with the citrus and the berries for right now. Um, let's just make some chicken salad. Okay, so we're gonna start with a rotisserie chicken. You can use chicken that you cooked at home, but for today, this was just a little bit more convenient. So I got a whole fryer rotisserie chicken at the grocery store. These are the ingredients that I'm gonna use. Try to keep it simple. This is really my go-to when I'm making my chicken salad. So we want to really debone the chicken and take all the meat off the bone. I like to use the skin as well because it really just adds good flavor to the whole dish. So you just want to make sure you get all the white meat, the dark meat, and even the skin. And if you see some pink in there, I would stay away from it because sometimes rotisserie chickens, the way they cook them in the grocery store, they don't get done all the way to the middle, and that kind of scares me. You don't want to get salmonella or something. So I just try to stay away from the stuff that looks kind of raw and get the stuff that looks well done. Some people they do like to chop up their chicken. I like to pulse mine in the Ninja, and so that's what we'll do today. Um, this is my Ninja system. It comes with like maybe 3 or 4 attachments, and it's really my go-to for everything. I chop meat, I chop vegetables. I also make different sauces in it, so it's really powerful. And yeah, so and it usually only takes a few pulses to get it to the right consistency. You don't really want your meat to be super ground up, and then it becomes kind of like a little mealy texture that's really not appealing to my palate. But to each his own. This chicken salad is really for those who like that really fine texture of chicken salad. Some people prefer chicken salad that is more coarse and chopped chicken, and that's fine. And you can really, you know, prepare it the way that you want. This is just my so it just takes a few pulses. And so, yeah, this is the best texture that I think makes. So we're going to add our onion and celery. I think I used about 2 stalks of celery. And it might be maybe a half a cup of onion. I don't really like a lot of onion in my chicken salad, especially purple onion. Purple onion can be really strong. So sometimes less is more. The only thing I like about chicken salad is being able to adjust the texture and the consistency of it. It's one of those things that you just kind of make it your own. So I've added my chicken, my celery and onion, and now I'm going to be adding in the pickle relish. Now this is just some pickle relish from the grocery store, but I know some people like to prepare it fresh at home. I never really liked pickle relish like that, but I do like it, slightly in my chicken salad and potato salad, sometimes deviled eggs, but just not too much. So we're going to follow with our dry seasoning. We've got our thyme, our lemon pepper, our curry. I love curry, but some people don't like curry, so you can leave the curry out. This just adds a little depth of flavor to the dish. For me, it's not really an exact measurement. I just kind of eyeball it based on what my preference is. Same thing when I'm going in with my mayonnaise. It all depends on how moist you want it or how thick you want it. So I just kind of eyeball it. I mean, that's how I was raised cooking. I didn't really see like my grandmothers and great grandmother. I didn't see them measuring anything unless they were baking. A lot of times they would just throw it in there and it tasted good. So to each his own. So we're going to stir this around, get it incorporated really well. Make sure it's the right consistency that you want. If it's too thick, you can always go in and add a little bit more mayonnaise. And if it's too thick, you can add in also a little bit of water just to kind of moisten it back up. But keep in mind, you're going to put this in the fridge after you make it, and it's just going to mold together and all the flavors are going to get in there, and it'll create its own little moisture once it gets in the fridge. Like chicken salad is one of those dishes that's very universal. You see so many people making it different ways, adding different seasonings. I've seen people adding rosemary, tarragon. They put it on croissants, different types of bread, crackers. Then those people who are watching their carbs, they like to add it between lettuce leaf. So to each his own. And like I said, you're just going to adjust the seasoning to your preference. If you taste it and it needs a little bit something else, just add it. Don't be afraid of flavor. I try to watch adding extra salt because some of these seasonings that I've used already have salt in them. So we just don't want to overdo it with the sodium. I'm going to mix it up again till it gets that right texture. Taste it one more time. And that's pretty much it. Chicken salad and a nice little salad on the side. Thank you guys for watching. Tune in for more recipes.